Good morning, students. Today we are learning how to calculate the different cost in a short term. In short term, as I have told you, there is variable factors and fixed factors. So variable factors are land and capital, and in this land and labor and capital, either of the variable factor changes and remaining all factors, fixed factors remain fixed. Suppose the capital changes, suppose it is a number of output, capital changes, capital we are changing. At the zero production level, the total cost was 60. Now, recall your memory. The total cost is a sum of total fixed cost and total variable cost equals to total cost. So, at zero production level, when the given total cost is 60, it means the fixed cost at zero remain fixed. So we can understand that the fixed cost at all production level equals to same, and at zero production level the fixed cost cannot be zero. So ultimately, the fixed cost is 60 here. Now obviously the 60 is the fixed cost, total fixed cost at all production level, means at 0, at 1, at 2 production level, the total cost is 60, at 3 and 5, 6 and 7 onwards, whatever the production will be, in short term, the total fixed cost will be same. So 60 is the total fixed cost. Now, the total variable cost varies with the level of production. At zero production level, I told you the total variable cost is zero, because we are not getting any input of raw material for the zero production level. So, the total variable cost is zero. Now, 0 plus 60 equals to 0. Now, with the increase in the output, the total variable cost will increase. But this total variable cost is derived from total cost minus total fixed cost. So, total fixed cost is deducted from total cost and it gives total variable cost. 160 minus 60, it is 100. 240 minus 60, it is 180. 300 minus 60 equals to 240. 400 minus 60 equals to 340. 560 minus 60 equals to 500. 780 minus 60 equals to 720. See, we get the total variable cost. Now, the total cost gives a birth to average cost. The average cost is derived from total cost. Average variable cost is derived from total variable cost. The total variable cost and average variable cost are related, and average fixed cost is derived from total fixed cost. So, for this, suppose average fixed cost, total fixed cost was 60 at zero production level, so at 0 it will be 0, infinite, it is called infinite. Now, total fixed cost at production 1 was 60. So 60 divided by 1 equals to 60 at average fixed cost. Now 60 divided by 2 is 30 Now at 3 production level, 60 divided by 60 divided 60 60 divided by 2 equals to 30. 60 divided by 3 equals to 20. 60 divided by 4 equals to 15. 60 divided by 5 equals to 5. 12 5 is 60. 60 divided by 6 is equals to 6 10 is 60. So average fixed cost is derived from total fixed cost. Now we come to the average variable cost. Average variable cost is derived from total variable cost. So when the total variable cost 0 is divided by 0, that is infinite. At 100 was the variable cost, total variable cost at 1. So 100 divided by 1 equals to 100. 180 divided by production level 2 equals to 90. 300 240 divided by 3, 3 7 ja 24, 70. 340 total variable cost at production level 4. 4 divided 2, 340 equals to 4 1 ja 4, 4 8 ja 32, 2 4 5 ja 20. 500 divided by 5 equals to 100. And 720 divided by 6 is 6 12 ja 72. Now see, this total fixed cost and total variable cost gives a birth to average fixed cost and average variable cost. Now we can write here the average fixed cost equals to total fixed cost divided by output. Average variable cost is equals to total variable cost divided by output. And average cost equals to total cost divided by output. Or we can say average fixed cost plus average variable cost equals to total cost. इन दोनों का सम भी एवरेज कॉस्ट हो सकता है या टोटल कॉस्ट को डिवाइड कर दे अगर हम आउटपुट से, देन वी कैन गेट एवरेज कॉस्ट. यू विल सी zero infinite plus infinite, that is 60 divided by 0 is infinite. Now 60 plus 100 equals to 160. 160. Or we can say 160 divided by 1 equals to 160. In the both method it is equal. Now 30 plus 90 equals to 120. Or we can say 240 divided by 2 equals to 120. In both method it will be equal. Now 300 divided by 3 equals to 100. Now here we are making mistake. Average variable cost was 20. Here 60 divided by 3 equals to 20 plus 7 90. Again 400 divided by 4 equals to 100. 560 divided by 5, 5 1 is 5, 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10. 780 divided by 6 equals to 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 6 0 is 120. Now we are getting mistake here, that is 70 plus 20 equals to 90, and here it is coming 100. So we will cross check this one. Or this one. Total cost was 300 in the example. And 50. We have to check this average variable cost. We have a mistake here. 270 divided by 3. 3 1 ja 3, 3 8 ja 24. It is 8. Sorry, this is 8. So we was right. The average cost is derived from total cost divided by output, or we can add average variable cost and average fixed cost equals to 20. See, 110 plus 20 equals to 130. Here 6 2 ja 6, 6 3 is 80. It is 130. 10 plus 120 equals to 130, or 780 divided by 6 equals to 130. 200, 100 plus 12, 112, or we can get 560 divided by 5 equals to 112. Same way, what we are noticing here is important. Now, how to calculate is marginal cost. Marginal cost is additional increase in the total cost. Additional increase in the total cost due to additional increase in the output. So, at zero production level, the total cost was zero, means it was infinite. Suppose here it was 1, then it will be different. From 1 we are going 0 to 1 we are going, and if it is 0 then it will be infinite. Otherwise, if it is 1 here, then the answer will be different here. Now, with 1 increase in the output, the total cost increases from 60 to 160, means there is a change of 100. How much additional increase is? Additional increase is 100 due to additional increase in output. Now, from 160 it goes 240. How much it is increasing? It is increasing by 80. 40 plus 40, 80. Now, from 240, if there is an additional increase in the output capital, then the total production is going from 240 to 300. It means the additional increase is 60. Now, go further. If we increase one more unit of output, then the total cost is increasing from 300 to 400. It means the additional increase is 100. Additional increase. And from the 4th unit, we go to the 5th unit and we get the total cost from 400 to 560. It means there is an increase of 160. Again, if we go from 5th to 6th unit of production, there is an increase of 560 to 780. It means there is an increase of 40, 600 and 780. 80 plus 40, 120. 80 plus 120. 220. We have an additional increase of 220. Means total cost 1 minus total cost 2. Yeah, next 1 plus 1 and n minus 1. If this is n, then n minus 1. If this is n minus 1, n minus 1 means we are just subtracting the total cost with the successive one with the previous one. So what? Let's look at the tendency. The marginal cost is decreasing. Initially with the preliminary stage, the marginal cost was ended, and now with the increase in the production, marginal cost is decreasing. As per the theory of the productions, there are three stages of production: increasing law of return, diminishing law of return, and constant law of return. So the marginal cost is decreasing, 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 and at certain level it became minimum, and from that onwards it goes on increasing. Average cost, initially it decreases and became minimum at certain level, and after that it starts increasing. This is the character of average cost. Average variable cost is derived from total variable cost. Average fixed cost is derived from total fixed cost. So total fixed cost remain fixed at all production level, and average variable cost increases with the increase in the production level. Total cost also increases with the increase of production level, but at certain level it is maximum, and then it start decreasing. By graph we want to explain it. Suppose this is output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 outputs. Now see with attention, the total cost is explained here, cost. Now this is 60, suppose 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, it will not go up to that. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 400 and 500. Suppose go on. Now the total fixed cost remain fixed at all production level. Suppose it is 60, the total fixed cost is 60 at all production level. For all production level, the total fixed cost is fixed. Either 0, either 5, either 10, or whatever the production is going in the short term, the total fixed cost will remain fixed. It is easy to calculate. Now, total variable cost increases with the increase in the output, but the total variable cost starts from 0. With the 0, the total cost is increasing. Suppose this is total variable cost. Now see, the total variable cost at 0, production level was 0, and with increase in the output, the total variable cost is increasing. Now the important is total fixed cost and total variable cost and total cost. So total cost is the sum of total variable cost and total fixed cost. So it will start from here. The total cost starts at 0 production level from 0, and it 60. Now the total cost is 60. Total cost. You see, the total cost is the sum of this variable cost and fixed cost. So the difference between total variable cost and total cost is always 60. Always 60, because 60 is the fixed cost. So we can say that total variable cost and total cost has a difference of total fixed cost. Now what the important is next one. That is total average variable cost and average fixed cost. Suppose the average fixed cost is derived from total fixed cost, so it decreases speedily. The average fixed cost declines. Average fixed cost declines rapidly. With it was at zero production level, the total fixed cost was 60. At 1, the total average fixed cost was high, and with the 6th production level, it goes on declining. It decreases very speedily because it has a tendency of declining, but never became zero. The another cost is average variable cost. Now see, average variable cost initially declines. Initially it declines and became minimum at certain level. At certain level it is minimum, and with increase in the output it also started increasing. Average variable cost. Average variable cost starts declining, and at certain level of output, means in between this 80 and 85, it is minimum at this level. At 3.5 production level, we can say it is minimum. At this point of level, the average variable cost is minimum, and if we increase further production, the average variable cost will increase. Now, it has a U shape. Average variable cost has a U shape, but see, average cost. Average cost is sum of these two costs, average variable cost and average fixed cost. So it is obviously always more than these two costs. Average variable cost and average fixed cost is making the sum of average cost. So average cost is always more than average variable cost and average fixed cost. Initially it decreases and became lowest at one point. And after that lowest point, if we go on increasing the production output, the average cost will start increasing. Now it will be of this shape. Average cost. But average cost and average variable cost never meet each other or intersect each other. They never intersect each other. And average cost is also of U shape, but average cost is higher or upper from both these costs. And is this clear? So the average cost, average variable cost and average fixed cost, this is equals to average cost. Now for making you understand, I have drawn like this. It is of like this. It decreases very fast. It decreases very fast, and almost it became parallel to x-axis, but never meet to x-axis. Now these are the characteristics of average variable cost, average fixed cost, average cost. Now the important cost left, marginal cost. So what is the tendency of marginal cost? Marginal cost also initially decreases and became lowest at certain point near about this, and after this point, if the producer increases the factor of production, then marginal cost will start increasing. So again, marginal cost is of U shape, but it has a different character. The marginal cost declines initially, and initially became lowest at one level. At this level, the marginal cost is minimum. And if the producer further increases the output, the marginal cost will start increasing. Marginal cost will start increasing. and marginal cost will intersect average variable cost at its bottom point, at the lowest point. This is the lowest point of average variable cost, and marginal cost will intersect only to the lowest point of the average variable cost. And if the producer further increases the output, then marginal cost will further increase and intersect the average cost also at its lowest point. मार्जिनल कॉस्ट शुरू में घटती है इनिशियल स्टेज पर, मगर एक लेवल पे आकर के मिनिमम हो जाती है, और उसके बाद भी अगर प्रोड्यूसर आउटपुट बढ़ाता है, फैक्टर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन वेरिएबल फैक्टर्स को शॉर्ट टर्म में बढ़ाता है, तो मार्जिनल कॉस्ट बढ़नी शुरू होती है और बढ़ते हुए एवरेज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट को उसके लोएस्ट पॉइंट पर इंटरसेक्ट करती है, फ्रॉम बिलो टू अप, नॉट अप टू बिलो, फ्रॉम डाउनवर्ड्स टू अपवर्ड उसको इंटरसेक्ट करती है. और इफ द प्रोड्यूसर फर्दर इंक्रीजेस द आउटपुट, द मार्जिनल कॉस्ट विल फर्दर इंटरसेक्ट एवरेज कॉस्ट टू इट्स लोएस्ट पॉइंट ऑफ एवरेज कॉस्ट. जहां पर मार्जिनल कॉस्ट एवरेज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट को इंटरसेक्ट करती है फ्रॉम डाउनवर्ड्स, उसके बाद ही एवरेज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट बढ़ती है, उससे पहले नहीं बढ़ सकती. और एवरेज कॉस्ट को जहां मार्जिनल कॉस्ट इंटरसेक्ट करती है, उसी के बाद एवरेज कॉस्ट में इंक्रीज नोटिस होता है, उससे पहले एवरेज कॉस्ट में इंक्रीज नोटिस नहीं होता है. मींस ये स्टेज डिसाइड करती है कि कहां पर लेवल ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, जो हम पहले पढ़ चुके हैं प्रोडक्शन फंक्शन में, कि देयर इज अ इंक्रीजिंग लॉ ऑफ रिटर्न, देयर इज अ कांस्टेंट लॉ ऑफ रिटर्न एंड देयर इज अ डिमिनिशिंग लॉ ऑफ रिटर्न. ये तीनों प्रोडक्शन लेवल आर डिसाइडेड बाय द कॉस्ट आल्सो. सो उसको हम आगे पढ़ेंगे. सो दिस इज द रिलेशन ऑफ एवरेज कॉस्ट, average variable cost and average fixed cost. This is the also relation of average total fixed cost, total variable cost and total cost. And it is also relation of marginal cost in relation with, in respect with average variable cost and average fixed cost. Now regarding the total cost, आप इसको यूं समझें कि total cost will increase up to this level where the marginal cost increases. यहाँ तक increasing level से बढ़ेगी, इसके बाद total cost constant rate से बढ़ेगी and इसके बाद diminishing return से बढ़ेगी. So before to this point there is a increasing law of return. And up to this point where the marginal cost intersect average variable cost and average cost, this is a constant return of scale or constant return to variable factor. और इसके बाद जब marginal cost is more than average cost, this is the diminishing law of return. जब marginal cost average cost या average variable cost से कम रहती है, तब तक profit हो रहा है प्रोड्यूसर. जहां वो इंटरसेक्ट करती हैं वहां पर नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस हो रहा है प्रोड्यूसर. और जब मार्जिनल कॉस्ट इज मोर देन एवरेज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट एंड एवरेज कॉस्ट, वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट देयर इज अ थर्ड लॉ ऑफ रिटर्न, दैट इज डिमिनिशिंग लॉ ऑफ रिटर्न. वहां प्रोड्यूसर को लॉस हो. नाउ दिस वाज ए कॉस्ट एनालिसिस इन अ शॉर्ट टर्म. In a long term, the variable costs are absent. There is no variable cost. In a long term, there is no variable cost. So, there is no variable cost. And there is no fixed cost also. There is no fixed cost. So, in a long term, there are only three costs: total cost, average cost and marginal cost. So we will change this diagram by long term. It will be either we can say it is average cost. So this average long term, there is no average cost or variable cost. There is only total cost, average cost and marginal cost. So graph will be same. The average cost is like this. Initially average cost decreases and became minimum at certain level of output. And the marginal cost has a tendency to diminishing. Marginal cost will decrease initially. Marginal cost will increase initially and become minimum at certain level of production. And with the increase in the output, the marginal cost will increase and marginal cost will intersect average cost at its lowest point only. Marginal cost average cost को lowest point पर intersect करें. Before this intersection point, first stage, average cost marginal cost से ज़्यादा रहे. यहाँ पर producer को extraordinary profit हो रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा profit हो रहा है. और जितना ज़्यादा गैप होगा उतना ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट और प्रॉफिट कम होता जा रहा है. यहाँ पर आकर के नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस मीन्स दिस इज द स्टेज ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम. यहाँ पर प्रोड्यूसर को कॉस्ट बराबर पड़ रही है, नॉट गेनिंग मोर. और इसके बाद भी अगर प्रोड्यूसर आउटपुट बढ़ाता है तो मार्जिनल कॉस्ट विल बी मोर देन एवरेज कॉस्ट. इट इंडिकेट्स दैट मार्जिनल कॉस्ट ज़्यादा हो गई एवरेज कॉस्ट से, इसका मतलब लॉस हो रहा है. एंड द मोर द गैप विल बी द मोर द लॉस विल बी. सो इन द लॉन्ग टर्म देयर इज ओनली टू कॉस्ट. और इसमें अगर हम टोटल कॉस्ट की बात करें तो टोटल कॉस्ट का ग्राफ इस पॉइंट तक विल बी इन इंक्रीजिंग रेट एंड आफ्टर दैट देयर विल बी कांस्टेंट रेट एंड इट विल स्टार्ट डिक्रीजिंग इन अ थर्ड स्टेज. So, in the long term, in the short term, the characteristics of the cost is same. Only the difference is in the long term only three costs are found: total cost, average cost and marginal cost. But in the short term, the return to variable factors, there are intermediate costs, we can say variable cost and fixed cost. So, in a short term there are 7 types of cost, or in a long term there is only 3 types of cost. Okay? Thank you. We will read the revenue in the next part.